For his last three known abilities is camouflage. And what this is, it's very similar to the Carnotaurus' camouflage in Jurassic Park 2 novel, where the Carnotaurus camouflage so good that literally no one can see them. The only time where you can't see them is if you flash a light. Therefore, that kind of reveals himself. But he'll also need to kind of blend in with that kind of light. So therefore, he'll try to blend in with a new type of environment. It's not as effective in the daytime, but it's more effective in the nighttime. And when that happens, every creature instinctively gets away from his area. Because he's way more effective on using this camouflage in the middle of the night. Now, for his last known ability, he has the ability that is very similar to the Skrill and the Night Fury. He has the ability to use echolocation. And when this happens, he quite literally can send out... Yeah, this is basically echolocation. So even when you, cut out his eyes, he will still be able to find you by using his echolocation. And for a Skrill part of his powers, is basically to harness electricity. He basically follows storms to basically harness his electricity powers. Now for his origin story. His origin story begins after a few billion years, I believe, after Super Mega Godzilla Earth and Mega Female Godzilla Earth's wedding. And of course, they had Mega Godzilla Earth. And he was chosen to become the new god of the Mega Monsters if something happened to Super Mega Godzilla Earth. But of course, at the same time, he gained a little brother, Mega Godzilla Philius. Mega Godzilla Philius was his little brother. Super Mega Godzilla Earth taught his sons everything they needed to know about being a protector. Now, he taught them everything about keeping balance in nature, keeping everything safe and in check. And eventually, when Mega Godzilla Earth will grow up, that responsibility will be bigger because he'll have to keep an eye on the entire Megaverse. Now, when that happens, basically it will no longer just be this one tiny little planet that he has to keep check. It'll be the entire universe itself. You gotta think, Super Mega Godzilla Earth is the god of the Megaverse. He created the universe itself. So, when that happens, Mega Godzilla Earth becomes the new god of the Megaverse. That responsibility passed down to him. And eventually, he will be the one to keep an eye on the entire universe. But until then, his job is only to keep an eye on, to help out with Mega Godzilla with the balance of nature on Earth. And of course, before the events of the Great War between the Mega Kaiju Pack and the Mega Kaiju Destroyers, Mechagodzilla Earth, Mechagodzilla affiliates, they constantly liked to play with Mega Exif Ghidorah, and this was before he turned evil. They constantly liked to play with him, and he would like to play with them a lot. But of course, as we all know how that went down. When the death of his mother happened, Mechagodzilla Earth developed a deep hatred towards Mega Exif Ghidorah. And when that happened, he basically forgot all the good times he had and just developed a deep hatred for Mega Exif Ghidorah. That hatred was so deep and so undescribable that not even his own father could imagine that kind of anger and hatred. Therefore, basically he and Mechagodzilla have a good understanding. They both have someone that they really, really hate. And eventually, he started pushing his brother and his father away. He just didn't want anything to do with them. That just, the Great Battle just kind of literally changed him. And not for the good, but for the worse. Because Mechagodzilla Earth started acting hostile. He started chasing anyone away. He started chasing everyone away from when they only were trying to help him. Because, for one, he was betrayed by someone that he thought was his uncle. And not only that, he lost his mom. He wanted both of his planets, not planets, he wanted both of his parents to see him become the new god of the Megaverse. But with one of them gone and only the other one busy trying to restore the planet, it was just hard for him to bear. And so that's why the Megaverse Earth didn't want no one's help. He pushed everyone away. And this anger only grew worse. He started to destroy things. He started to kill Kaiju for no reason. He started to destroy cities. He started to destroy everything. And once upon a time when Super Mechagodzilla Earth and Mechagodzilla Village came, they talked to him and he finally calmed down for the first time in over 45 billion years. Not willing to forgive himself, Mechagodzilla Earth decided to banish himself from the planet. Super Mechagodzilla Earth and Mechagodzilla Village try to reason with Mega Earth Godzilla, but he just didn't listen and banished himself from the planet. Mainly because he couldn't deal with this stress. During his exile, he found a new planet he found a new planet. He started to live on Mars. He lived there for a while, and he met a female Mechagodzilla. Surprisingly, she started to live on that planet way longer than he did. And if you're wondering what her name is Mega Angel Godzilla. Mega Angel. No. Actually, let's just call her Mega Godzilla Earth, because I can't come up with a good enough name. No, not the Zilla, just this Megazilla Earth. You know what I'm trying to say. Anyways, she and Mechagodzilla Earth formed a really good relationship. And she started comforting him. Started telling him that he should not push himself away from his family, but instead accept their help and let them be there for him when he needs him. And he started to consider that. And he even asked her if she would like to come to Earth with him, so they could live a peaceful life. However, before they got that chance, unfortunately, something tragic happened. And that tragic thing was Mechagodzilla Earth's mate was killed. She was killed by Maya Bagan. But Maya Bagan actually framed Mega Destroyer, because if you're wondering why did he do that, because originally Maya Bagan was wanting to be the one to kill Mega Guardian Godzilla, but Mega Destroyer beat him to it. And so therefore, Mega Destroyer, not Mega Destroyer, Mega Bagan killed Mechagodzilla Earth's mate and framed him. And framed Mega Destroyer for that. And don't worry, for those who are curious, I will do a profile video for Mega Bagan. But for now, no. But yeah, Mega Bagan killed Mechagodzilla Earth's mate and framed Mega Destroyer for it, because it was before he wanted to be the one to kill Mega Guardian Godzilla, but Mega Destroyer beat him to it. And so for revenge, Mega Bagan framed Mega Destroyer for killing Mechagodzilla Earth's mate.